Hello, MikeRo Munch here, and welcome to another episode of the FM West Ham Save, Season 4. Champions League today, Maccabi Tel-Aviv are at home, but before that, we'll have a look at how we've been getting on in games off camera. It's not great. So after our historic 2-1 win against Barcelona in the Champions League, the first ever Champions League game at the London Stadium, we actually followed up with a strong 3-2 win away at Hillsborough against Sheffield Wednesday. They're not doing too badly in the league. They're actually 12th. Ryan Brewster is on fire for them at the moment. He's got like 8 goals and 5 assists in 11 games. It's incredible. We actually did quite well in that game. We were 2-1 down. I think it was about 10 minutes to go. And then I brought on PM Sisto, put the wingers up front. And then Sisto scored. And then Brenner managed to get one in the 86th minute. And we did just scrape over the line. Southampton then beat us 3-0 at St Mary's. It was appalling. It can't say it hasn't been coming. Away from home, we've been in such sort of iffish form. We're either really, if we don't score 3, we're not going to win the game there. And Sam Gallagher is apparently unstoppable in this game. I am going to scout him, but he doesn't look brilliant from these stats. He looks solid, but nothing spectacular. But he absolutely bossed me in that game. DeLitt had an absolute nightmare trying to mark him. It was pretty poor. We did bounce back though with a 4-2 win away against Maccabi Tel-Aviv in the Champions League. A brace each for Brenner and Arp, which was pretty impressive. And then we beat Stoke 5-1 at home in the Premier League. Fiete Arp getting another hat-trick. Kenneth Brenner on the score sheet. And Felix getting a rare goal on there as well. Arp has been second to none. I look at it now, 21 goals in 15 games with 5 assists. Sorry, I keep going back to every episode, but I just keep having to pinch myself because he's just incredible. As usual, we're at the Carabao Cup. We came up against league leaders Tottenham away at the new White Hart Lane and lost 3-1. Brenner got on the score sheet, but in truth, we were never really going to touch him. And then we beat Huddersfield 3-1 at the London Stadium. Kenneth Brenner getting a brace, but the real important one here is actually Ruben Loftus-Cheek getting his first goal for the club, and it was literally after 16 seconds. And this literally took me by so much surprise. They kicked off with the ball Huddersfield, but then Grealish gives it away to Loftus-Cheek, who then actually obviously makes it back into the box. Brenner does brilliantly here, skins his man, whips in across. A lovely little cushioned header from Loftus-Cheek. It's first for the club, and he had a very good game after that as well. It's quite nice. I think I finally found a good position for him in the team. And that position is a slight remix of our sort of, what was the word I'm going to look for? Our 4-4-2 diamond, but with wingbacks. It's now officially a 5. I can't tell if it's a 3-5-2. They're calling it a 5-2-1-2. I personally quite like to think of it as almost like a 3-5-2. I would push these guys on. I still feel like it's difficult because I want to play 2 up top, but I also want to use our wingers because Moise Keane and PM Sisto are 2 of the best wingers in the league for us, and it's quite harsh that I can't fit them into the team at the moment. But having said that, if the team's winning, that's all that really matters. So in terms of the Champions League, we are actually sitting third in the group, but it is as tight as you can get here. You've got Barcelona, Zenit and us all on 6 points. Maccabi Tel-Aviv, the only team to have not scored yet, to have not got a point on the board yet. Obviously, I'm hoping that we can beat them today because it's at the London Stadium and our form at home is so good. I'm hoping that we can really put the goal difference back up in this game, and then it's basically going to come down, I think, to our home game against Zenit. I'll be keeping a keen eye on what's going on with Barcelona and Zenit in this game. A draw would be absolutely brilliant and would put us top of the group. But that's getting ahead of ourselves. We got to get the job done first. So let's see how the team lines up. I think what we're going to do is we are going to stick with this 5-2-1-2. We're going to go on attacking right from the off and try and keep the ball and play it around nicely. I've gone up high tempo as well. Before I think we were on kind of like medium tempo, so we're going to beef it up a little bit now and try and win the ball back high and early. In goal is Paul Lopez, DeLitt, Oxford and Felix now make up the usual back 3. Roboco's at left back, Kenny Tete on the right, Toussaint and Drinkwater in the middle of the park together with Ruben Loftus-Cheek in behind Arp and Brenner. Doesn't look too bad on paper. Let's hope it plays as well as it sounds. I actually don't think, even though we're doing quite well in those competitions, I don't think we've been playing that well this year. At home, yeah, but away from home. Last year, I thought we'd started to get a bit better away from home, and this year we seem to have kind of regressed a little bit back into our shells, and I'm not particularly happy about that. So I'm hoping that in the game against Leicester after this one, we can really turn it around. We shall see. Bertocchio plays a nice ball to Evan. They're playing the ball around nicely at the back here on Maccabi Tel-Aviv. Sebastian Larsson. Oh well, I saw him in the first game. Oh no. Oh okay, good. In the first game, I thought, oh my god, it's not the Sebastian Larsson, but it is. He's still going. Ball into the back post. Kenneth Brenner has missed. But there's another highlight here after 16 minutes. And we're ticking along nicely here. We're moving the ball around. This is the kind of incisive play I want to get us used to. Brenner, lovely touch. Brenner. We haven't scored yet. I'm a little bit annoyed. Brenner's had the chances and he's not really taken them. But he is on a free kick here. Whips the ball in. Felix at the back post. He plays it. Arp has one chance, one goal. Get in. Well done, boys. It's from a set piece. Not the we're England. Not the most exciting goal I've ever seen, but it's Arp, and Arp is magic. Felix, lovely header down, and Arp, he just rocks back. Left foot, right foot, head, doesn't matter. They all ends up the same, and by that I mean it ends up in the back of the net. The lad is unreal. Corner in the 43rd minute. Drinkwater whips it in. Unive heads it clear. We're doing a lot from set pieces today. Toussaint, is he going to play it backwards? No, he plays a nice crossfield ball to Delit. Delit to Arp. Is he going to shoot? He is. And he's going to score because it's Fiete Arp. And that's what Arp does. Great raking pass from Toussaint to find Delit. You play a lovely ball through to Arp. I feel our defenders, when we push up and we're on the attacking, our defenders get a lot of assists. Like Delit and Oxford in particular get a lot of assists because we crunch the pitch up and it plays the long ball over, and Arp and Brenner especially have got so much pace on the break. It's been an absolute domination of the first half. I'm so happy. And he's not going to like it, but I'm going to take Arp off. I'm going to move Moise Keane out to the inside forward role. I'm going to take Loftus-Cheek off as well because he's struggling a little bit. And we're going to bring on Al Masani. So Kenneth Brenner's not really cut the mustard today. He's playing at 6.4. I've taken him off. Dom Solanke's come on. So basically we've just changed around the front three really. It should be more goals. I'm a bit annoyed we've had 18 shots and only scored 2. The finishing is not great, and I feel in some ways we're becoming a little bit over-reliant on Arp, and that's a little concerning. Usually you can guarantee that Brenner will get some goals as well, but he's on and off at the moment. Solanke on the ball, plays a nice ball in towards Drinkwater. Lovely ball through to Al Masani. Go on, son. Unlucky. That could have been his first goal for the club. The highlights continue here. We've had a little last minute surge, which is nice. It better not be a goal though. Well played by Kenny Tete. Danny Drinkwater to El Masani. Come on, Mad. Look at this pace. He goes around 1. He goes around 2. It's a good ball. Toussaint to Danny to El Masani. Back to Drinkwater to Kenny Tete. Back to Drinkwater. He's trying to look for Keane at the back post. It's fallen to Toussaint. Back to Danny Drinkwater. Drinkwater to Keane to Solanke to the net. It's 3. What a move! What a goal! Well done. Dominic Solanke always scores. Whenever I play him, he always scores. Good for Moise Keane to get an assist as well. I had a chat with him before the game saying that I thought his form had been quite poor. And he said that he wanted to do better, and this is not a bad way of doing it, mate. That's a lovely little through ball, and that's an emphatic finish. A comfortable 3-0 win then to start the day. This is good news. Fiete Arp with the brace, Dominic Solanke with a third. Well done, Dom. Well done, boys. Job done. And what was the score in the other game? Barcelona did win 2-1, so we are now top. We are top on goal difference. We've scored, if you can believe it, the most goals. Have we scored the most goals in the tournament? Not quite. Leverkusen have got 12 and Bayern have got 11. So we're second joint top scorers in the league, which is in the Champions League, which is pretty impressive. We're racking up the millions as well for every single win that we get. That was very impressive. And next up is Leicester. Leicester aren't actually doing too well in the league. They're down in 18th now. Christ, they really, really are struggling. So you'd think that we would put them to the sword. Having said that, it's away from home at the King Power, so I'm not going to take any chances there. I've just noticed that even though Fiete Arp has got 16 goals in the Premier League, Harry Kane's got 14. So how good is Harry Kane? Oh my word, 19 finishing. Okay, well, playing Tottenham is going to be fun. I shall see you at the Leicester game in a minute. Ugh. Hello viewers, welcome back. I just realised how baby-faced I look when I shave off my beard. It's not great, is it? It's not It's not going to bring in the ladies. Who needs ladies, though, when you can play football like we are at the moment? We are third in the table with 4 points off the top place Spurs. They are on fire at the moment. We just have to try and hang on to the coattails if we have any aspirations of winning the Premier League. They're playing Villa today, so they're going to win. That's 3 points. So we really need to try and pick up 3 here against Leicester. Like I said, struggling in the league. Some of their better players are out as well. Musa, Rony Lopez and Sakai are all not playing. Emre Can is still out, which is really gutting because I thought he was going to be a massive part of this team. And unfortunately, he's just not really had the chance to play yet. Hopefully, he'll be back quite soon, in 2 to 7 weeks. So that's nice and vague. And the thing we're going to do is we're going to play the same team as last time. I've just swapped Felix into De Ligt, so De Ligt is now the ball-playing centre-back. And Felix is going to be on the left-hand side, be a bit more of the defensive one, with Resox just being a general central defender in the middle. The team played quite well in the last game. Who have Leicester got then? They got Gagnon. Is that still Tommy Smith? Oh, okay. Good player, but he's not going to win you anything. Andre Silva, very good. Will Hughes, very good. Indeed, he's very good on this as well. Iheanacho. Even Cavallero is a solid player. So they've got some good players. Really be where they are, I think it's fair to say. I've said that I expect to win the match. No one really cares. And my usual, I have faith in you. I think that's why Brenner and Arp are the top performing players, because they always listen to me when I say that and they love it. I've noticed that I can't really be defensive, and we don't, even if I play a possession tactic, I don't think, without Chan and players like that, I still don't think we really have the players to play it, if that makes any sense. I know it sounds weird, but I think the counter-attacking style, I have come to accept that the counter-attacking style just suits this team more. We're just so full of pace, and there's a chance after 2 minutes, and it's probably going to fall to Leicester's way, which is a bit scary. Quaver here on the edge of the box. Hopefully he won't be too cheesy. Chilwell to Will Hughes. They're moving it around nicely. Chilwell whips the ball in. Back post Quaver. It's 1. Oh, okay, it's a free kick. Chilwell was offside. Thank God. This has been a really poor half from us. We've done absolutely nothing. And as I say that, there is a highlight, but it's a goal kick to Leicester. They hoof it forward. And it's well won by Quaver, but we've managed to get away with it. Felix with a nice ball to Oxford. He plays to Pau Lopez. He plays it long. Is Brenner going to get on the end of that? No, Woba with a good header, but it's fallen to Danny Drinkwater against one of his old teams, remember? Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Lovely ball into Arp. Well done, Ruben. Well spotted. Arp out to Johnny. I forgot Johnny. Yeah, I should have mentioned Johnny's playing ahead of Tete, because I alternate them. I've become very Pochettino about my fullbacks. I basically rotate them every time, apart from Josh Tymon, because I don't trust him just yet. But he might have to come on because Robojo's got himself a yellow. And we're coming a bit more back into the game ever since I made some of those tactical changes about not passing the ball into space, and we seem to have picked it up a little bit more. But that's fallen to Ndidi. Great play by Johnny. Good. Felix beats Ndidi to the ball, which is no mean feat. Toussaint plays a nice part to Robojo. He plays in Loftus-Cheek. It's fallen to Arp. Square it. Brenner. Must be. No, of course not. Arrgh! Brenner's playing another 6.4, and I hate to say it, but part of me is thinking that Dom Solanke may be the answer at the moment. Kenneth is just not with it. He's just having one of those episodes where nothing's going right for him. 0-0 at the break. I'm not going to be too disappointed. I'm going to have a bit of a dig at Brenner here though and say, come on, you're better than what you're showing. I'm going to say the boy, I was impressed with the side defending, because for the most part I was. We had a few scares, but it wasn't that bad. Brenner over the free kick. I give him a little bit of criticism, and then he does that. You absolute gent, Kenneth. There's a good free kick. Oh my word, that is some free kick. That is some free kick. You could argue that Ryan's meant to save it, but I didn't realise just how much pace he hit on that. He whipped that. And what we're going to do is I think we are going to change the fullbacks, actually, because I can't afford to get a man sent off. So Tymon and Kenny Tete are coming on for Robojo and Johnny. I don't think I can take Arp off if Leicester score, because he can just score a goal out of nothing. As Ndidi plays it wide to Cavallero. That's a lovely little reverse ball down to Chilwell on the wing. He's got some cross, and it's 1-1. On the balance of play, stats would tell you that it's a fair one. On the balance of play of what I've seen on the highlights, that's a little bit harsh. We've been really good in the last I don't know, 40 minutes of this game. Great ball by MikeRo, and Chilwell, he knows how to cross that front post run. Felix just lost his man for a second. Or was it Reece? I think it might have been both. Just lost their men for a second. I'm gonna bring on Keane. I have faith that Moise Keane is going to turn this around. I just have a feeling. Gray gives the ball to Toussaint. Now we're on the break. Loftus-Cheek, good ball to Keane. Come on, mate, repay my faith. Keane goes around his man. Don't shoot. Oh, shoot, Keane. Just shoot all day. Mystic Mike. I knew it. I knew he'd come on. I knew he'd do something. What a goal by Moise Keane. What a goal. Get in. What? Come on. Every away win at the moment feels like just like the biggest achievement. Great ball originally from Loftus-Cheek. He is going to get the assist as well. It's such a good run from Keane, and I thought the angle's way too tight. What a goal from Moise. What a goal. What a man to have come off the bench, and there's a corner. Can we make it 3? Put it to bed. Loftus-Cheek hits it back in. Brenner, it's in. It's off Will Hughes, but it's in. That will put the game to bed, you would hope now. 3-1. I have to say, Loftus-Cheek for me has been superb in this game. Great to win that header. It's the physicality. Brenner's shot is going somewhere near the corner flag. And we've got very lucky. Wober's looking desperate. I perfected that look in a club. We only have 15 seconds left. Leicester are passing it around nicely here. All great. We just can't win by more than 1 away from home, can we? Can we, boys? Come on. They did really well to reach it in the air. Quaver. It's unlucky in some ways. Tete just got a little bit spooked. I think they were trying to play offside for Iheanacho. It didn't really work. Timon's come on and played at 6.4, so that's good. A 3-2 win. Very, very happy. Very happy. I'm going to tell Moise Keane though. But I'm pleased with how you did today. Well done, mate. Came on. It basically got one of the winning goals, if not the winning goal, really, to be fair. So for a second, we are behind Tottenham. They drew 0-0 with Villa, so thank you, Villa. Well done, even though you were in 17th. Come on, stay up. I love Villa. Dad's a fan, so naturally I would be too. Loftus-Cheek got bruised shin. He's out for 1 to 2 days. That is nothing too bad. Kenneth Brenner inspires West Ham win. That he did. Very happy with that. Second position is not bad. And 2 wins in today's episode, which is a nice return to form. I talk about how much I love Villa. In the next episode, they're up. We're gonna have the game against Villa, and then the crucial home game against Zenit St. Petersburg in the Champions League. Win that, and I think we're through. Are we through? Yeah. Basically, we beat Zenit. We are through. There's no getting around it. That's what needs to happen. No other result will do. And that would be a really big point. And then the game against Barcelona is kind of neither here nor there. It just dictates who will probably win the group, because I can't see them losing to Maccabi Tel-Aviv. Thank you so much for watching the episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, then please do like, share and subscribe. And until I see you again, stay cool.